like a blooper.
Yo, blooper looking ass.
Yo, blurple looking.
Looking like a whole blurple.
Y'all ain't shit. You hear me? Y'all ain't shit.
You ain't shit.
No chains, no rules, no safe words. This is Unbounded with Christopher Allen.
Welcome to the Unbounded podcast. This is the podcast with no chains, no rules, and no safe words. I'm your host, Christopher Allen. This episode brought to you by Jay Johnson's Auto Care, 4942 Shelley Drive in Wilmington. And also welcoming our new sponsor, Drinking Days, fresh brewed crafted booze. Find them on Instagram at Drinking Days. Today, I'm excited because brand new guest to introduce that you've never seen or heard before, and I promise you'll never forget her. Ever. I call her Big Booty Britney.
What's up, you
If
guys?
she were to stand up, you'd see why. But we're not going to go there. So today we're talking about something that I guess really grinds your gears, my gears.
Everybody's ears.
Interracial dating. So I have been known to be with a white girl or six. And you've also dated some Caucasian men.
Yes.
In your heyday. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are be happy with who you with. If that person makes you happy, regardless of the skin color, be happy with that. And for the ones that like to sit here and say, oh, well, what he ain't got that I ain't got as a black man. We not worried about that. That's not what I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, my thing is, I never intended to be in interracial relationships. I just kind of just did what I did. But there is an element to it that I think you're pointing out as far as, you know, like this sort of a sub. This topic is more of it's like a topic within a topic, really, because the other aspect that I'm thinking about is when it comes to relationships. You know, there's this whole notion where black women are supposed to be with black men, white women are supposed to be with white men, but like we mixing now.
Yeah.
We this is a melting pot, baby. And if you can't get with it, you got to get lost. So like you said, oh, what does she have that I don't have, kind of thing. What do you mean about that?
Okay, so I'll give a prime example. I won't say no names. An ex and I were living in Greensboro at the time when I was going to Britney College, and he happened to be a ginger.
I never would expect to see you with a ginger.
So,
Ed Sheeran looking ass.
So the thing is, we went to the mall, and of course we got, a whole bunch of, oh my God, why? What is that? Why they together? Mind you, North Carolina A&T is an HBCU.
Yay.
And there's plenty of black men over there. Why you ain't fucking with them? Why you ain't messing with them? I'm sorry. Was I looking at your skin color, or was I looking at the person that you are? Shape? I'm not going to say his name. That guy was a good guy. Still is. Shout him out. I'm not going to say his name, but you were an MVP. Real MVP.
Real. Okay. Shout marks.
Was awesome to a T. Listen to how I felt, and I did the same thing. It was a 50-50 instead of an 80-20. And we were in the mall, and the black guy was walking behind us and was like, yeah, this bitch over here dating a cracker, whatever. And I just got offended. He didn't. I got offended off the bat. And I was like, so what's your problem? What is it that he got that I ain't got? What's wrong with you dating a man like me? Well, tell me what you got. And that's how I turned it on him. Instead of me answering, tell me who you are. Tell me what you about. Tell me what you got going on in your life. Tell me your goals, your aspirations, your dreams. Tell me what's up.
The stuff that matters.
The stuff that matters to me. And he couldn't, and he got stuck. You right. You bet not open your mouth. You ain't got nothing to say. It has nothing to do with the color of his skin. Yes, he has white skin with freckles, with red hair, which was glorious and thick. You're not going there. But he was a great guy. I didn't care about his race, his color, his background with how he was raised. I cared about who he was at that moment and who he's going to be. To this right now, my guy is a freaking lawyer.
A word.
In New York. Come on. And he's still a great guy. And he still don't date nothing but sisters.
Okay. So
I hate that. I hate that for black women and black men to do that to each other. But here's the secret. Here's the secret. All races do it to each other.
Hello. Talk about it.
All races. Every single last one of them. Asian men. A lot of Asian men nowadays. I love black girls. I love me some chocolate. But then you get why couldn't you date a nice Asian girl? Because that's not his preference.
I feel like that makes me think of my mom. She would used to tell me, because, just to peel back the fourth wall, back when I was with your sister, she would always, she loved her to absolute death. And that's great. She's a wonderful person. But I would date these white girls and bringing all these white women in my house. Why can't you find a good, wholesome black woman like the one you had? That's how it's not, why? Why does it have to be that way?
Right.
I like my dad says, you like what you like, it is what it is, Mm-hmm. Nobody can tell you anything, but it's not like something that's intentional. I don't just specifically seek out white women. If there's a black woman, I think there are beautiful black women on this earth.
Melanin.
They say black don't crack. Boy, it's your show don't. But I don't know. It just doesn't work out that way for me, I guess. And there's a big debate about, why don't black men, date white women or vice versa. And I have heard from members of the melanin community, well, I feel like we just losing all of our kings to these white bitches. And why are they taking all our men, or why are all our black men going to these white girls? And that's kind of touching on the topic of what you said. What do they have that I don't? Kind of thing. And people have asked me that, Chris, why do you go for white girls? It's not that I just go, but if we gonna get into it, why? Then I guess there's a few reasons. Number one, I feel like when it comes to black women, there's the stereotype. It's like, oh, they mouthy, they loud. It's just a way you view it. You can view it as mouthy and loud, or you can view it as headstrong, which is a good quality. You want your woman to be headstrong, fight for herself, stand up for what she believes in. So I see both sides of that. But if you're talking about sexually, when it comes down to it, I'm gonna just say it. Black women ain't out here giving head. They not. They really not.
Pause your life. Hold up.
Pause. A hashtag pause your life.
Hashtag pause your life. That's the one thing I was talking about with my brother. I understand you got a preference and you prefer white women. That's okay. That is okay. Don't bash. Don't bash. You wouldn't want me to do that to you. You wouldn't want me to sit here and say, oh, well, this white dude got more money than you. You a broke ass nigga. Would you like that?
I feel you.
Would you like that? If you are not, well endowed down there, and I say, ooh, well, a white man, more well endowed than you, would you like that? Or he eat ass and you don't, would you like that?
Hey, hold up now.
Exactly.
Hold up now. Wait.
Don't sit here.
Whoa.
Yeah. Don't sit here and say shit. That's the type of shit that some black women get mad about.
Yeah.
That's a lot of black women, and I see it on my news feed, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Snapchat, on freaking TikTok, everywhere. We don't care who you're with, but don't sit here and bash us. We already got it hard being a woman, then on top of that being black.
And it's not necessarily a matter of, I'm not trying to, I never intentionally try to bash anybody. And at least I have not seen official like statistics. I'm sure somebody's done a research on this. I mean, so obviously you don't believe, you truly not believe that when you look at black women as a whole and white women as a whole, black women are less inclined to give oral sex than a white woman.
No.
I wish I could.
I can't speak for everybody.
Right.
Camera, I can't speak for everybody. But I know if I'm receiving, I'm giving. Off gate.
Man, look.
Off gate.
That's the way it should be, period. I can't speak for everybody, every woman in the world, because there are women with like jaw conditions and like their mouth can't open up, you know. Okay, whatever, you know, case by case. But I'm only speaking from my experience. I've dated I don't know how many women. 3 of them were black. Only got head from 2 of them, and 1 of them probably wouldn't have happened if it weren't for a scenario that I'm not going to get into on camera. So technically it's 1. Out of all these other women, I've never had to ask a white girl for head. In my experience.
I've never had nobody ask me to do it. Because I automatically be like,
you must be
what's up?
You must be one.
What's good? Bring it here. Put it on the plate. And then while I'm doing it, what should be your response? Keep sucking. Stop playing with me. Here's my thing. Some black women, let's make it clear, I'm not bashing, but some black women that I've experienced with or I've seen aren't open sexually. But there's some of us, that are. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, every white woman give head, because I've heard stories. We're not going to say no names. And I was told her mouth hole is way too damn small to do any of that.
Now I'm curious as to who he is talking to.
Well,
she is talking
you're
about.
just going to be an owl in a tree. But keep it $1.50. Some of y'all, let me say this. I've seen some black men that sit here and watch the pornos. And you see these white girls on these pornos that do everything. I mean, swallow your nuts, sit here and suck your dick, drink your cum. I'm sorry. I don't want to drink your bodily fluids. I'm not going to do that.
This ain't 2 girls, 1 cup.
I don't like that shit. That's nasty. But they see, but what they see on the porno, this is what some black men get a misconception. They see whatever is on them fucking pornos, and they see the white girls doing it. Well, shit, since the white girl's doing it, I know that black bitch over there ain't gonna do it. So let me get me a white girl.
So you're saying it's all an assumption. It's all a ruse.
From what I've seen with certain people, yes. With certain people, yes. I've seen that.
So, as far as the another thing that I hear, as far as like black women going, is because I mentioned like attitude. You know, they too sassy. You can't take them nowhere. Always just I can't. You did it, girl. You had that. They over here neck rolling, finger snapping. I hate that is a stereotype for black women, because I know black women who do not embody that. Just like
that's all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear.
No,
hear me good. Not every black woman does that. Not every black woman is what you consider ghetto or the stereotype of ghetto.
Hood rat.
Because I don't always do that. Now, if I'm joking around playing with Chris, what?
Right. I mean, that's just how we do.
That's how we do. But I'm sorry, we don't all have attitudes like that. Some of us are poised. Some of us have fucking goals and aspirations in life that we are trying to achieve, or that we've already achieved. Take my Bennett sisters. # Bennett College.
Shout out Bennett.
I I know there were a lot of girls that came to my school, and they did some of the neck rolling and popping and shit. But you see them now, huh? Professionals,
lawyers.
Some of them work for the U.S. government.
Dang.
Some of them work in radio. Some of them are doctors. Some of them have their masters. But don't let that fool you. That attitude, neck popping and rolling and shit, that shit comes out when need be. Not all the time. Mm-hmm. In my everyday life, do I do that? Do I do that at work? No. What's up? How you doing? Brittany,
mm-hmm.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
But when I'm with my friends, all that goes away. Nigga. What's up with it? Ooh, bitch, I got tea. That's okay.
It's chai tea hitting them.
Some women need to understand when to let that out and when to hold that in. And men, black men, y'all got stereotypes too.
Okay.
Let's keep it $150.
Okay.
Let's keep it $150. Number one, y'all ain't shit.
What do you mean?
Cheaters.
Oh.
Make babies and leave these niggas with us to defend for with ourselves and take care of about ourselves. Mm-hmm. Y'all got the most stereotypes.
Boy, the absent father stereotypes, and it happens to us too. You're absolutely right.
I'm not gonna sit here and say all black men are like that. No, we're not gonna do that. But some of you niggas out here need a fucking slap in the face, a foot in the ass.
Cause you're making good ones like me look bad.
I mean, real bad. Y'all, some of the black men out here cheating like a motherfucker for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a good woman at home, you go out with your boys and you see some bitch, damn, she fine as fuck. Damn, I got a girl. So in your conscience, in your brain, at that moment, you can either think with this or you can think with this.
Up here or down there.
And 9 times out of 10, you black men think with this. Yo, I know that pussy gotta be. Hey, yo, shorty, come here right quick. And you got a whole woman at home waiting for you, probably soaking wet for you. And instead of you going home to her, you going to that 5-second hole across the street after the club. And then you get mad when we point it out, and then we get mad at you and we going off, you ain't shit, I hate you.
And then see, that's why I don't even like with you like that. That's why I don't even deal with you. It's just an endless cycle.
Yeah, and then it's, well, man, she got mad at me for cheating or whatever. But that shit don't mean nothing. It was just one time. That shit didn't mean nothing. If it didn't mean nothing, don't do it in the first place.
And then you know what ain't shit dudes say? Man, she crazy, man. She's so crazy.
And this is where we get back to the race. Some black guys think they can sit here and do whatever they freaking want when it comes to a white woman, any woman that is not black, because they know majority of us black women, we gonna beat the fuck out of you off the date. But they think that when they with a white woman or when they with an Asian woman, they can sit here and fuck and do whatever they want to because we got the mind control. We dominant. Get the fuck out of here. Some of the white girls that I know, oh hell no. I wish the hell you would.
They are letting men get away with everything but murder.
And that's what a lot of black guys think, and that's why some black guys
let them get away with that too.
And that's why some black guys are like, yo, we gotta get up on these white girls.
Right, man.
But get the fuck out of here.
Yo,
I know plenty of white girls. Shout out to my girl Kaylee. Shout out to her. Cause she not gonna take nobody's shit. She not gonna take nobody's shit. Monique definitely not gonna take nobody's shit.
Never.
I wish the fuck she would.
Nope.
And guess what? Both of them lighter than my fucking palm.
I ain't even.
And they not gonna take no shit from that damn fucking person. And I'm not gonna sit here and allow it.
I mean, what's your preference?
When it comes to what?
Race.
Doesn't matter.
Zero preference at all.
Zero.
Mixed bag, whole melting pot.
I don't give a flying fuck. You can be a fucking purple dude with green hair. If you treat me well and we value one another and we can make things work 50-50 and not 80-20, my nigga, we just gonna have us some brown, purple, green haired babies. Straight like that. And I'm walking down the aisle with you.
Babies gonna be looking like Muppets.
Off gate. I mean Kermit D. Frog here. Like, stop playing. We about to do that.
Hi there, Kermit D. Frog here.
Like, stop playing with it. It has to be
trying to get up on that booty.
I don't care.
Oh man, but just to kind of, you said something probably about 5-6 minutes ago, as far as the stereotypes that come with being a black man, being a black woman. When I've been in relationships with white girls, the girl tells their family, like, oh yeah, I got this boyfriend. They're like, yeah, he's black, and of course, in the South, that's kind of frowned upon. They're like, I don't want you bringing no nigga boy. And then she's like, look, just give him a chance, just meet him. They're like, all right, fine. So I go to meet these parents. Then I show up at the door. Their whole attitude change because it's like, oh, I didn't know you was gonna break. Okay, when I said black, I mean, like, they was thinking like, oh, Daquan, sagging pants and everything. No, they didn't expect me, well dressed, well spoken, educated, acts white.
Even though I still don't know how somebody can act white, but continue.
Right, and that's a whole nother, rabbit hole that I could go down. But yeah, and then the whole attitude changes. It's like, oh yeah, well he's like, put together. He's a good dude, even though he's black. So it's like people like me are out here. There are people like you, people like me, who are out here working to change the stigma, to break the stigma that black folks is just a whole hot mess. So thank God for people like us. Any final thoughts that you have? Anything you need to get out to the people.
Do you, boo-boo? Do you? Do you? If you want to date somebody, if you don't have the courage to date somebody outside of your race based off of what you think someone else is going to say or how your family was going to react and all that stuff, here's a question for you. Are you trying to be with them or are you trying to be with their family? Are they trying to be with you or are they trying to be with your family? The only opinions and the only people that matter in that relationship is the two of you. Don't sit here and worry about what nobody else say. If you want to date a white man, girl, do you, girl. Instead of getting you a Daquan, get you a Charlie. That was my topic.
Hello.
That's the topic and my final thought. Do you, boo boo?
Do it. And do it the best way you know how, because only you can do what you do, baby.
Ow.
So thank you for joining us on this week's episode of the Unbounded podcast, and we will see you next time.
Bye, ho.